It's 6:10 p.m. here in Abu Dhabi, and it should be 7:40 p.m. in India in the evening. So we shall start our weekly session number 193, and topic of today is hope, faith, flow, and goal in life. And as you know, in the group, Ronita has requested for these questions, answer to this question. So I thought better to, discuss in detail. There are good questions. So discuss in detail, and so that I booked one session for that. Okay. So we'll start. Just okay, so we will start with the first question, that how can one have faith without having expectations? Okay. And this is a good question. So if means in the normal terms that we say we have faith in something, then we basically the common understanding is faith is we are certain about an outcome, and we expect that outcome. And that's why the question is coming that how can we have faith without having expectation? Like we need to expect some kind of outcome, then only you have to have faith in the whatever divine or higher power, whatever. There is a common understanding. So it is understandable that from where the question is coming, from where understanding. But let us go each one into little detail here for understanding. Expectation is a mind projection. Like we expect, that I will get this much amount of money, or I expect I will get that particular job. Even I expect the people will treat me like that. I expect somebody will talk to me like this, and I expect that I deserve certain things, certain respect from others. All those kinds of things we expect. In the normal life, we expect many things from different things, different sources every time, and that is normal. But to have the faith, it is. Let me divide into two parts of it. One is meeting expectation is my faith. If this is the understanding, then that is the understanding of our ego. We want something, and we have a faith that I deserve it, I will get it. If we approach our thinking in that direction, then like any other expectation, almost 80% or 90% will not give the desired result or expected outcome. This is our experience, from the beginning. Beginning means from the childhood, we are experiencing something, we want something, we're not getting it, our expectation is not met. In the process, we develop so many things. We create tantrum, and we suppose we wanted some certain chocolate, we didn't get it, to start crying to draw attention of parents, whatever the way. So all along our life is all about expecting something. Expectation का तो कोई कमी नहीं है, वो तो हजारों हैं, तो हजारों ख्वाहिशें हैं. तो लेकिन उसमें जो है, how much of that actually met, we can count maybe in the fingertips. So basically thing is that meeting expectation, if we develop our faith that because we are having faith in the something, let's say divine or something, then only everything what I wish, what I may expect, it will be granted. things are not like that. Okay. That's why when many people join our group, most particularly the married people or who are having relationships, they basically, the purpose of going to that spirituality is to make the other, my family member or life partner or a spouse, to correct it. That how come I correct that person? So because they are making my life hell. So that is the starting point. So I break that from the beginning. I said, if you come with the expectation that your partner will change, and with that expectation you are coming here, then let me tell from the beginning, it is not going to happen. Okay. No matter whether you follow spirituality, don't follow, and you develop faith or don't develop faith, doesn't matter. That reason is a little different, because if that person doesn't want it to change himself or herself, it is almost impossible to do anything from your side. Yeah, it's simple as that. You can expect many things, and 99.9% of them will fail for sure. Okay, so that's where the understanding comes that it is not more you expect, it is you are basically giving more, creating more spaces, more opportunities to getting hurt or getting dissatisfied, getting frustrated that your expectation didn't met. So rather than attempting from the other side, what we teach in spirituality, try to manage your expectation, because expectation is the root cause of all unhappiness. Why we are unhappy is very simple thing. It's not only from the others are expecting from others, even from the normal day-to-day life. I started my home at certain point of time. I expect to reach my destination after 2 hours. That may or may not happen. Maybe it will delay because of unforeseen reasons. So expecting is, if we get late at that particular place, then we get frustrated. It is normal that 2 hours everybody reaches, why not me? And these kind of thoughts are basically leading to that fact that your dissatisfaction, unhappiness, root cause is the expectation. So that means the truth and expectation, there are different things. We will come to that, why it is not meeting that and all those kind of things. But expectation is a mind projection. We want certain outcome. We want certain outcome, and we are put all our desire, all our wish, looking for it desperately for that outcome. This is the expectation. And as I have given few examples, 90% of them may not meet your expectation, or maybe it will be partially met, and 50% of them will never be met. That's almost sure statistically. So in this process, what will happening is you are damaging yourself. You are getting frustrated. You are getting gone into this negative, sometimes in a negative spiral, that nothing is happening to me. It's not the case. Only thing is that your expectation was beyond the truth. It is just a projection, which may not be the truth. That's why. So now let's come to the other part, which is the faith part of it. If as in the beginning I mentioned, if your faith means that whatever you desire that will happen, that is not the faith. That is, you can say that your over expectation, you can say, or it is that your expectation is not embedded into the truth. And that's why that kind of faith, will not produce any result. So then the question is that how to deal with it. So 2 ways we have to deal with this. One is expectation. We need to learn. And now I'm talking the spiritual part of it. So far, what I've explained is normally what the people do, normally what we do, like our approach is mostly ignorant. So it is, I'm not saying right and wrong. It is normal to have expectation, it's fine. But that it is also true because of the expectation, you are feeling unhappy. So if you don't want to go to the zone of unhappiness, there spirituality enters and give you the truth. Truth can heal yourself. That can relieve yourself all these kinds of misconception, misunderstanding, and all those things. And truth itself is have a power to take you out of that. So what is the truth? Truth is expectation is the mind projection, and you don't have any control of the outcome of certain things, or most of the things. In fact, you are not the controlling everything what the happenings outside world. If it is not under your control, then you cannot control the outcome, because many people are involved here, many parameters are involved here. Some of the things may not be possible because of practical reasons, maybe. But we don't know. We think it is, why not? But there are many reasons that we don't know. That's what we are expecting something. So controlling the expectation reduces the chance of getting dissatisfied. That is as simple as that. I give normally a formula that happiness is inversely proportional to the expectation. That means less you expect, more you happy, because whatever you don't have any kind of particular outcome in your expectation. Spirituality will teach you, rather empower you to come to a level where your expectation is almost zero. All the spiritual masters operate from that level. They don't expect anything from anyone. But normally it is said maybe they have given many things to a person, the person's life has changed. Even they don't expect a thank you in return. Forget about, other things, praise and money and gift or what. Forget about that. Even a thank you they don't expect. Because this part, listen carefully. If you expect something from anyone or anything outside you, your happiness, power of your happiness, you're giving to that person or them or those things. So you lose control over your happiness because you have distributed it. You are by expecting so many things from so many people. And even I jokingly mentioned about the life partner. Even if you expect too many things on your life partner, then your life partner or your spouse has all the power to control you, because the other person's likes and dislikes and what they do and what they don't do, what they say, what they don't say is affecting you. You're affecting your state of mind and your happiness, and that's how the other person can control you easily. Whereas when we go to the spiritual mastery, they don't expecting anything from anyone. Even doing that, their relationship doesn't break. Only expectation is not there. So at this state, whatever they get, they said, thank you, appreciate, and move on. It's okay, because I didn't have any expectation. There is no bar. So whatever comes, it's okay. So in that case, what will happen if your expectation tends towards zero, then your happiness got multiplied. And when it is towards zero, it becomes almost infinite. You reach to the state of Sachidananda state, Sada Chit Anand state. And that's what all masters belong there, internally. I'm not saying they all the time they're laughing and jumping and dancing on the street. No, I'm not saying that. But internally, they are in that state. Their mind is calm, peaceful, joyful. They don't have any complaint. If you do something for me, it's okay. Thank you very much. You didn't do something, it's okay. You didn't like to do, it's fine. Both are equally okay. So their peace of mind, their state of joy, has never been disturbed because it does not dependent on the external factors like expecting something from someone. In fact, whatever they do, they even forget it altogether, because you remember means that you are still there is some little bit of expectation left that person may do something for me or say some good words about me or give me a good gift or whatever. So they don't keep that at all. It's maybe after so many years somebody says you did so and so thing for me. Is it okay? They themselves forgotten, and it's fact. Anyway, so this is about spiritually. This is about the expectation part. Spiritually, we teach how to make expectation zero, just to be, you increase your happiness quotient. If your expectation is going towards zero, happiness is going towards infinite. And that is the spiritual state, and that's what we teach. So far as faith is concerned, earlier I expect getting all what I want is my faith. That is not your faith. Yeah, that is your, what is called, you can say, the blindly, over expectation. Too much over expectation there from life, etc. So what is faith then, as per the spirituality? As per spirituality, faith is just internal realization that the creator knows everything. Whatever is happening is for my best interest. Whatever outcome it comes, I will accept it. And it is always, whatever happens, it is in the surface, it is not surface, it happens, it is not good for me or bad for me, that I drop all the judgment. I surrender completely to that, the higher power or the divinity, and that's how it is. That is called faith. Like, whatever the creator created me, creator knows best. Whatever is happening, that is best for me. And the creator runs the whole universe so that it can very well run my life. And this is the trust, this is the faith I have to this divinity. So that is spiritually, that is called faith. Like, I surrender everything, any outcome to the divine. Okay, I will do only whatever intelligence I got, whatever understanding I got, everything from whatever I born with, I will apply that. And then all to the best of my, I will not cheat myself. I will truly do my best of my understanding. It may not be the best, but it is my best. Like, that is the best of my, I am truthful to myself. I have done whatever possible from my side, and I leave it there. And then whatever happens, happens for good. That is if I can accept that, if I experientially take that, like, it's also written, Mahafala Shukadasana, the Gita also says that similar thing. Why? So that we don't get hurt with this. Means don't run behind this kind of results and things like that, because whatever has to happen, it will happen. I need to do certain things. I have to make sure I do my bit. But the results, if it is not under my control, then I should keep my expectation down. I have a trust, I have a faith that it will be delivered as per the divine will. That is called faith in the spirituality. So this is about that first point. And so we'll go to the next. How is hope different from faith? This is also a very good question. Hoping is also a mind projection of a certain outcome. Like expectation, hope is that we are looking for a certain, say, positive outcome. We are hopeful that it will be done. Having hope is nothing wrong in that, but expecting that what you hope, only that will come, that expectation may or may not happen. If you can hope something and leave it there, or like I put my intention and leave it to the universe. I'm hoping something, there's nothing wrong in hoping something, but if it is not disturbing my state of whether it actually happened or not happened, if I come to that state, then I come to the level of a mastery. In this state, in this case, it is how it is different from faith, because faith is complete surrender of the outcome to the divine. Hope is only one outcome I want, and we expect that to happen from the divine. So second has a little bit of expectation, because I hope certain outcome. But faith is any outcome. Like, I have done my bit, rest, I don't have neither any hope or certain outcome. What is in the best interest of mind, let that happen. And that is the best spiritual statement we can give for this, any kind of outcome it is. whatever I got, I need to do the best out of it. There was some saying also, if you get, if your life gives you lime, make a lemonade rather than crying that why everybody got orange, I got a lime. Same thing. Yeah. So this is the kind of thing we have to, this is the type difference between hope and the faith. Hope is, in brief, hope is I'm expecting a certain outcome. That is a hope. So, and second is the faith is no matter what outcome I accept it, that is my faith. Okay. But in the hope, let me also, there is in between, there is another thing there, which is called prayer. Okay. I'm hoping something, a particular outcome. There is nothing wrong in praying for it without expecting it. It's all right. Means it is normally what we, in this case, what we do is, if I'm looking for a certain outcome, I'll pray for it and I leave it to the divine to manifest. I will not stick to it. And another wrong thing, what we do, once we pray for certain things and then we check time to time whether actually it is delivered or not, like a tracking. Okay, that means we are doubting in the outcome. If we are doubt something, nothing will happen for sure. Okay, but we leave it there in the universe, and as I said, that we may do something and forget about it if it is possible. Yeah? You just give your intention, give the pray, and release it to the universe, and let it manifest at the divine time. In this dimension, a time and space dimension, which is third dimension. Time is everything, but in higher dimension, the time is nothing. And that makes the difference. But if I don't get that much amount of money and say I plan maybe within 1 year, I will earn this much amount of money. If I don't get it, I become a failure. I consider myself as a failure. But in higher dimension, there is no such thing, In case it is, that is, maybe consecutively 5 years you don't get much, but in one day you will get something which is equivalent to the 10 years of earning. Like miraculous thing can happen in your life, and all those are quite equal possibility in the higher dimension. But in lower dimension, it is not possible. It is, you can keep expecting 1 year, 2 year gone, you become frustrated, nothing will happen. Yeah. Amar Jyoti ji says, jokingly said a very, interesting thing. Is that कब तक अपना देवताओं को change करते रहोगे? Normally, what people do is they change the god. Suppose somebody is, praying to Ganpati and 1 साल हो गया कुछ नहीं हुआ, ठीक है, गणपति को निकाल के लक्ष्मी को पूजा करते हैं. ठीक है, वो उसमें 1 साल में वो भी नहीं हुआ, ठीक है, वो कृष्णा को पूछते हैं, देखते हैं. Because of this fickle-mindedness of us, of the people, and we think that God will get me results quickly and this, that. It is all mind game. It's all nonsense. So even this guru, that guru will be better. This is your mind game. You stick to one path. Everything coming from the same source. It is not anything different. Yes, different deities are there for different energies, that is there. But your mind, if I do this, then I will get fast result. Not necessarily. You try, or you might have already tried. You check what you tried maybe last 10 years, and you see what you did. Actually, did it produce result that we wanted? I'm sure most of the cases, no. Some of them clicked. They might have clicked even if you are doing all those things also. Anyway. So thing is that we need to pray, we have to, we need not to criticize the divine and thing. I'm not saying the gods are wrong or something. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is our attitude, the transactional way of approaching so-called deities and God, that is wrong from our part. You drop that. You do whatever you can, pray to anyone, just pray that please let it happen. Nothing wrong in that. So that's fine. The result, you trust that you have a faith that it will be delivered to you at a divine time. That is your faith. You follow your faith, and end of the, not immediately maybe, but at the end of it all, everything will make sense to you. That is for sure. It will make sense for you. And another thing in the process of this experience, let me share my experience. A lot of things will happen to check your, strength of your conviction. You know, like suppose you wanted to tell the truth, or you wanted to be honest, you don't want to take bribe or whatever it is. Many situations will come where you will be tempted to do this in the name of everybody does. एक करने से क्या फर्क क्या पड़ता है? It can be in the any kind of thing, or food habit, or any other things, addiction, anything. There will be a lot of things will happen which will test your resolve. Okay. Only thing through all these adversities, not to show it to anyone, not to tell anything, not to project it to any social media, just for yourself. At the end of the whole process, if you can come out all those things clean, they will face a lot of enmity and all, but you didn't come down from your level. You didn't again become one of them. That is your win. At the end of your life, you keep your honesty, you keep your purity, you keep your, whatever, that integrity, all those things you kept, that value. With all the things against you, still you come out clean with it. End of the day, that matters. That is like a diamond you collected from the journey of life. So if you have to keep something, keep this, not for somebody else. And not justifying that why you dropped. That everybody does that. Don't need to justify, yes, I was also truthful, but I get so many slack, I dropped it. That's the story of most of the people. But the spiritual journey is learning how to overcome all of them and, go to the wave of that and that come out from this life's journey. So that is what spirituality, they help you to achieve that. It needs power. I'm not saying it, if people in the, we heard different type of story, the officers, the people, who are the honest, they get most of the punishment, flack from the bosses or the system and thing like that, but still they make it. Yeah. But we should not go into the level of demonstrating something to the no need, but internally, as long as you are maintaining it's all right. Rest of the thing, whether people see it, don't see it, doesn't matter. Anyway, so we deviated a little bit from our topic. So that is, hope is different from faith. And what does the phrase go with the flow imply? Go with the flow, that see, here we have to understand what is something called our soul's plan. Our life goes, every event happen in our lives primarily because of two reasons. One is that our soul's plan, our soul wants to practice that. Soul wants to soul wants to experience different things in the life. So it planned different events. Not necessarily it is that not necessarily it is all pleasant or all winning and things like that. So those things will one by one come our life, and we have to just overcome those things. In the process, experientially, we know better, and it will be means we collect the experiences and grow spiritually. Okay, that is one part. Second part runs parallelly with it is called karmic. Because of karmic reasons, many things are happening in our life. Some people will appear in our life. Some situation will appear in your life because of karmic reasons. The thing is, we need to settle that karma and move on. Or if we don't, make use of it, maybe some people, they do more karma. Forget about settling. They go for the other way around. So they need to settle that in future. So this, our soul's plan and the karmic things that happen in parallel. Our soul and us, we have a free will contract. Soul doesn't interfere into day-to-day business of our life. It only creates the situation and brings the character in front of us. what we what interaction we do with these characters, it's up to us. How we face the situation is up to us, our free will. Go with the flow means trusting that my soul knows best. Nothing can happening. Truth is, nothing can happen in my life without permission of my soul. Soul brings me different situation, maybe challenging situations. Okay, different type of character. Some of them may be mean-minded characters. That's okay. But all of them they brought for a purpose. So I need to do at this moment the best of our understanding. I have to give my best shot and just move on. This is called living the life moment by moment, because whatever situation comes, rather than complaining and crying and why me and all this, you just face it whatever possible. You need not to win all the time. If the situation says no need to do anything, just let go, to let go. Let other party win and move on. Okay, that is also one of the decision you can take. In this process, when you go there and do that, and one by one things appear, you trust that this is my soul has sent me, I have to do whatever it is and move on. Then that is called you are going with the flow. Means you are not fighting with everything coming in your life. It is like, in the river, say the river is a say flow of life, energy. It's always flowing. The life is flowing, different type of people, different type of, background, different type of speed and thing like that will come in your life. So go with the flow means you have to just float it. Learn how to float so that you don't sink into all these things. So you just float, it will take you wherever you need to be. Ultimately, the river will take you to the ocean. But if you think, no, this is not the right direction, I know this direction will be good for me, you try to go, say, across or even upstream, then what will happen? You put too much of effort, you try to swim and things like that. And then in that process, the flow will wanted to take you one way, but you are, putting a lot of effort to go to the upstream. So it will take a lot of your energy. You will get tired. You will get frustrated because you are not progressing anything. Because flow is going this way, you are trying to swim upstream. So you get tired, everything, and you get frustrated end of the day because you think that your destination in that side. It may not be. Okay. Our human mind, we cannot have all the information together, no matter how smart it is. Always there will be some shortage of information or incomplete data, so that whatever decision we take based on available data will be almost most certainly wrong. But our soul knows everything. So if you trust your soul, you give it to that, soul knows better. If you you trust your soul and surrender to your own soul only, and whatever comes, you accept it and do your best out of it and move on. That is called going with the flow. Like you trusting your soul to take care of your life, and whatever it comes, you're welcoming and addressing it rather than fighting it and trying to go in the opposite side and things like that. Okay, that's what called is go with the flow. All right. So next, how does the managing life different from controlling life? It is also a good question. Okay, just give me a second. I think I'll reply one quick thing. Okay, all right. Okay, let us go to this interesting question. Managing life different from controlling life. To some extent, I have already addressed it in the previous part of explanation. Managing life and controlling life, okay. Controlling life comes from our ego. Ego thinks that I have full control over our life and I am the boss. I'm trying to take all the so-called decisions and things like that. This controlling life is basically the expression of ego. It is of course it is false. I cannot control my life. That's what I given example of many years of we tried to control our life, and what is the outcome right now? Did everything follow whatever we wanted? And so-called controlling any situation in my life, any events in my life, I don't have control. That is the fact. But ego thinks I'm controlling, so they tried hard. Control by sometimes ego is, for those who are having stronger ego, they do it by hook or crook. So that is the time. That is the time they insist on a certain outcome. They try to control all this outcome, and then finally it didn't happen. So that is what it is called, that you are controlling the so-called controlling life. It is a myth. It is actually, this is not true. Nobody can control their life. But we have a feeling of sense of controlling my life and I am in the control of my life. This kind of statement comes from our own ego. And ego is also in a fool's paradise. So just it is not possible to control your life. Managing life is a more wiser approach. Managing life means whatever comes in front of it, I'll make best out of it, which is that little bit earlier I was explaining. The best approach to life will be that not to criticize, not to control, not to manipulate it. Whatever is coming, accept it. If it is a challenging situation, accept the challenge. Okay. And then you do your best, whatever you best. And then I give advice to people in every situation. Do your best and rest, you leave it to divine. Divine will take care of it. Only thing you have to accept it, whatever the outcome is. But if you stick to a particular outcome, there is a possibility that may not happen. But if you are open to any possibility, you do your best. So you convince yourself, I have done my best, and whatever the outcome I will accept. That is the most wise way of dealing any life situation. And if we go into that mode, then not meeting expectation, getting unhappy, getting frustrated will not be there. So be it. Okay, if it's divine will, so be it. It wants me to go and face this difficulty and all this. Okay, today I didn't get food. It's okay. I will fast today. I didn't get food. It is okay with me. If the life wanted to give me this kind of things, I will accept it. So if you accept it, no complaint, then you are fine. You are still peaceful and blissful. But if you are in the controlling mode, then you try to find out whose fault it is and who didn't do proper job and who didn't get food ready and all those kind of stuff. Start taking fight with 5 different people and situations. End of the day, you will be so agitated, you may not be sleep well. Okay, so not only that you didn't get food, you didn't get good sleep also. Anyway, so that is the difference between the controlling life and this managing life. Now, the last point is how we can realize a goal or manifest something without attached to it. Okay. So here comes the so-called the willpower and power of will. So if you want something, and you are desperately, wanting something in your life and it was a goal. You want to realize a goal or manifest something. So normal understanding that question is we should be too much attached to it. No? We have to, desperately wanting it and all those things. There is absolutely nothing wrong in wanting it desperately. Yeah? But manifestation, actual happening of the thing, and spiritually, I'm just explaining now, it is not happen based on how intensely you are wanting it. Because your want and all, this is also some kind of thought. You are not getting things because you are thinking about it, you are strongly wanted it, you are demanding it, or something of that nature. It depends. This is one of the universal law. You get whatever you deserve, not necessarily whatever you want. Okay. So if you expect something, if you desperately looking for something, you are thinking about it all the time, that will not manifest the thing. Thing will manifest based on deserving capacity. So if you work on your deserving capacity, that will match with the thing you want, then you get it. That will manifest in your life. So the next question will be that what is that deserving capacity? If I wanted to tell in one line, that is your cellular vibration, the PVF, personal energetic vibrational frequency. Higher into that vibration you are, faster will be the manifestation. And so far as your thinking is concerned, attachment is also one form of thinking. You're thinking about it, get attached to it and all this. It is not attachment. Attachment is not necessary. You just give an intention. Intention is an energy form before the thought. You bring one intention. If your energy is high, that intention will manifest itself. Because to manifest something, it is also follow the law of attraction. Means you cannot ask for something which is more than your vibration. It will never manifest. Because you are not attracting this, because you don't vibrate at that level. So when you raise your vibration at that level, then you attract this outcome. So first you work on this, your deserving capacity, your vibrational level. When you increase that, that will manifest. That is the one way. And most spiritual way of dealing with it is even this, don't expect. Our soul knows better. Trust that whatever is delivered, that is for your best interest. Ultimate good. I call it ultimate good. It may be seen as a little bit of setback, but it's okay. But in the long term, it will give you whatever you need. Many of the best thing in life, before it actually manifests, it shows opposite direction, like it looks opposite. The way I explained it earlier also, it is like a bow and arrow. You have seen the bow and arrow, Raman and all this. So the string, and there is an arrow here. So your bow you hold and arrow you're stretching. And more you go backward and more overstretch that string is, when you release the arrow will go that much faster and that much further to the destination. So that means in the normal also manifestation when happens, it goes into the opposite direction, come to a very tensed and tight condition. Then when it gets released, that can manifest. And this is the part I was earlier explaining, that something you are wanting for years and years, nothing is happening. Because what was happening, the arrow, little bit of stretch comes, you say, oh, I have too much of stretch, let me release it. Again, little, so, and maybe here, if you release that arrow will go and tap here. It will never go further. But if you allow that divine to take care of it, divine will give you the stretch, that will pull you back heavily because it wants you to go further and faster. But this is a process, you allow that process to happen. When you trust the divine, you will accept this process of going backwards overstretched, lot of pain, with a smile, with a joy. And then at a divine moment, the arrow will go and hit the target, bullseye for you. Okay. And that is the time you say this is a miracle happened. Some of the masters say miracle is the normal order of the divinity. It's a very good saying. Why they say so? Because if you allow that happen, it will definitely hit the bullseye. No? And then you get your intended result. But if you're not allowing this process, the moment little bit stretch come backward, you start crying and saying, what's happening? I'm spiritual, save me, God, why it is happening to me? And God say, okay, fine, let it go. So you will never able to throw that arrow to what you actually needed in life. Okay, that is how it plays out. So that gives the explanation of that. The last part, how we can realize a goal or manifest something without attached to it. Attach to it. Don't attach to the. If I put it other way around, don't attach to the result. Give your full attention to the process. Do undergo the process wholeheartedly, no matter what the process is. I give an example of this arrow. If you are surrendering it to the process fully, you are sure you will get the intended result at a certain point of time. And when it will happen very fast, like air will go and hit the bullseye. But if you keep crying during the process, or doubting whether you are going in the right direction, I wanted to go there, but it is going backside. How can I reach there? And things like that. These are the kind of doubtful mind comes and ego takes over. Then this will never happen. Okay, so that is, you have to trust the process, and it will definitely happen at the divine time, and you will get more than you expected. And in the divine, it is an infinite source. Even we don't have a capacity to ask that much. We ask little bit of thing here and there, and when the actual process starts, first of all, we are not ready. Second of, little bit of backside, when it try to pull and giving little stretch, we start crying. Okay, that's why we don't get results most of the time. If we trust the process, and if we have the patience, that again, that shady size advice, Shraddha and Saburi. You have to surrender, Shraddha, devotion, and then Saburi, patience. That will give you the result. How? That I explained, this bow and arrow business. Okay. So you have to undergo the whole process, keep waiting. You are not getting any result. You are stretched, overstretched. Go, go with it. But end of the process, you will get all what you need. Babaji also gives sometimes example that, you cannot climb peak of a mountain just like a straight road ahead. It will go ups and downs, different ranges. In the final range, the gorge is also very deep. So you have to go very, very deep down. And you think, why I'm going down? I want to up there. Yes, but still you have to cross that gorge, and finally you will get into the next final hill or mountain, and that mountain peak you wanted to attempt. Okay, that is how life works. All right, so I think we don't have time here, so just maybe 1 minute left. So all the question answers. So we'll do it in the second half of this. I will start the second half, and another. I will post the link into the second half. So all your questions, just hold on. So when we start our next up in a few minutes, then you ask your questions. Okay. All right. Okay. See you in the other next session. Okay. God bless you. Om Mangalam. All right, I think most of us has joined back. Welcome back. So today's session number 193, 24th of May 2024. So now, okay, I can see Lalitendra, you raised your hands. Pranam. Mhm. 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 Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Maybe I may have to ask again. If I forget, I will ask again, but you tell. Yeah, yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Mhm. Okay, okay. Very good. Good questions. Okay, your first one is about whether it is a correct to ask question to the divine. If that is the one, your first question, right? So, yeah. Uh, yeah. So it is nothing wrong in asking questions to the divine. You can ask any question, okay, to the divine. And that is absolutely okay. And the in the spiritual dimension, that is nothing called vague. Okay, it is either you know it or don't know it. You know everything or you know nothing. So till we get to know everything, we have all the right to keep asking questions. Okay, and as it is only knowing, if that the source what from where you are getting the answers is knows everything, you will get everything. If you don't get everything, then you will know that the two things may happen. First of all, at this moment you need not to know beyond that, because it may not be it may be counterproductive for you, or you may not handle the full truth at this moment. Okay, that's what you will not know it, certain things, and you have to accept that gracefully. But whatever you know, that will become as a pure clarity. There is no such thing called maybe like this, maybe no. In fact, my advice would be, if you do not clear up something, ask again. Okay, there is no such thing in the higher dimension called boredom. Okay, nobody get bored or why you are asking same question all the time. No, but nothing like that. Okay, it is, you can keep on asking till you get the clarity. So that is the thing. So any question you can ask, but of course, as I mentioned, whether it is all about your deserving capacity that makes the thing how much it will be known to you at this moment. Ultimately, yes, everything will be known. But certain type of things, like earlier I was giving an example that even the date of death in the present life, if you, even if you ask, it will not be revealed to you unless until you go to a maturity level where can you handle the truth. When you come to a level where in death it doesn't matter, then it will reveal to you. Okay, but till that time it will not be. Or another reason also sometimes I find is that truth is we don't get it full, because if you are asking it for your purely selfish motive, certain things, that then sometimes it is also doesn't come, because our creator knows even the intention also. What for you are asking is also known. So if I'm asking where my that particular relative gave is the key of his safe, let me know. That you may not get it because your motive is questionable. Why you need somebody else's key safe where it is kept? It is not that the divine doesn't know. Okay, it's impossible. But I'm saying that this kind of question sometimes we don't get. Okay, otherwise you will get it. You keep on asking questions till you are clear. That is first question. Second question, the higher vibration, whether what is your in the practical level or professional level, what is the impact it is having, something like that, right? Yeah, yeah. Yes, it is having a direct correlation with that. What happens is when you go into the higher level of vibration, it is like a going, it's a bird, like going in the higher and higher level you are flying. So your spectrum, the area, the zone you are looking into being widened up. So you will be seeing much more thing, whatever situations you are facing. Not only that, your subsections of that and further what other things are there, the big picture will come to you. Then you will be able to take much better decision. So what to do? Like suppose if you are flying low, then you think, okay, this is one tree left, then it will be end of the forest. But when you fly high, you will see, yes, that is the end of the forest, but there is a river there. Even if I reach there, I will not be able to go further. But another route is much better. It is goes this way, other side of the mountain, there is another road. So those kind of things will be clicked to you when you look at it from the higher level. So it will dramatically change your decision-making ability in your profession. Okay, and you will be able to give the solution to other people, and that will be, most of them will be like, for them, it will be like a golden key, like a master key. It's open, unlock many things. Just by that, just by, giving that kind of overview, because you have that kind of level automatically reached, so you will go there. Here also two things will happen. More higher you go, you'll be near to the divinity. So your looking at angle of looking at things will change. You will not look at it how much benefit I will get out of it. Benefit will come as a byproduct. Normally we work for something to earn money, nothing wrong in that. But their more main intention will be how I can help people, help humanity, help these things to be done. Earning is not the first point, first intention. It will byproduct. If you are giving solution to people, no, if those are having value, people will pay you. Earning is not a big deal. It is transaction means you give somebody something of value, they will pay you back. No issues with that. Okay, but what I'm saying is you come to a level where your solution, whatever you are giving, that has a value. Okay, so that is what it is meant. First you make it ready, then it will follow you. Wealth will follow you, fame, name, everything will follow you. It's a different issue that you will not get attached to it anyway. Your attitude towards life will change. You take everything as a divine gift. So in incoming, outgoing, everything will be like you are in the flow of the divine. Okay, so that is called truly surrendered life. But anyway, but it will definitely change. Your decision making will change. People will come to you for more advices, and your advice will not be normal because you are flying high. You can see a lot of things, but others they don't. Okay. All right. Okay. God bless you. Hari Om, go ahead with your question.
Guruji Pranam.
Pranam.
Now, once we realize that we cannot control anything, no, but we make plans, financial plans.
Yes.
We make plan for our children, somebody to be
Yes.
made engineer or somebody to be made doctor. And so how do we correlate this? We feel that we are controlling our child's destiny by putting him into a particular career, or we are by increasing our financial capacity, we are trying to become more say comfortable, or we'll be in fact even spirituality we will be able to do better if we are financially comfortable.
Yeah.
So managing these aspects, this is part of management, but does it got anything to do with our soul plan?
Yeah. You see, okay, there are two ways of looking at things. First of all, whether you need to plan something, yes, of course you need to plan something. You want to travel from, so you're staying in Delhi, if you want to go to Bombay for 5 days, you need to plan.
Correct.
Okay, there is no way you can go without plan. And in that sense, you have been given the intelligence, you have been given this ability and all this to do that.
Correct.
It is not a contradiction with, whatever you need to plan, which is under you, whatever you're supposed to do. You are doing some job, you are, do something, you have to have a budget for your family, you have to do the education for your children, the future of your children, you can plan. Of course, you need to give your experience, share with them and things like that. Yeah. Those will be there. It is all about that the decision finally you're going to take. Question is, why all the plans are not working out? So we came from that. Okay.
Correct.
I didn't say the planning are wrong. I'm just giving answer why all your plans or most of your plans, they finally didn't work. The reason is there are a lot of other parameters that we don't know.
Understood.
So there comes, you have to trust the divine. You do your bit. Whatever you need to do, you do. Rest, you leave it to the divine to take care.
Right, good.
If I go to airport and suppose that going to the Mumbai, that plan, you go to the airport and come to know that that day, because of fog, the flights are cancelled. Come back, it's okay. Go tomorrow. Okay. But if you start crying, why my flight only got cancelled and, I planned everything and all this thing, that means you are, that part, your ego is saying, ego at heart, because you planned it, you own it, and it didn't click. Something which is beyond your control, you didn't accept that, you take it as a failure. But if you come back, I said, if not today, tomorrow, whatever it's his will, whenever he wants to send me, I will go that time. It's okay. Let me go home. Okay, that is the approach. If you take, then there is no problem. You keep planning with a clear understanding. Some may work, some may not work. It is equally equal possibility of that happen too. Okay.
Right. Guru. Thank you so much. Understood.
Okay. Okay. God bless you. Okay, Imranilda, go ahead.
Okay, I have two questions. The first is a simple one: hope versus faith.
Mhm.
My understanding is hope is a weak emotion, okay, where you're simply hoping.
Mhm.
Faith is a strong emotion where you're sure of it.
Mhm.
Is that correct?
Okay, it is correct in one sense, but I explained it. There is a fundamental difference between hope and faith. Is hope is looking for a particular outcome, and faith is accepting any outcome.
Right.
If you say now that same outcome will happen, then that is not your faith, because you are still controlling the outcome. So that is your hope is you only want one outcome, but the faith is you leave it to the divine. Any outcome comes, it is acceptable.
Let me elaborate.
Hmm.
My understanding is, let's say general. I mean, not talking of one outcome.
Mhm.
I hope my life will be better. Okay,
Yes.
it's a general thing.
Okay.
And faith is, I am sure my life will be better.
Mhm.
So, is there not a difference?
No, if faith will be my life was always better.
Oh,
It has
okay.
never been wrong. I'm just experiencing in the different part of different way I look at my life, because it was the way it should be.
Okay. So,
That is faith, means whatever I got, that is the best outcome of I have given the gift from the
Correct.
divine. The life is a gift.
Okay. So you have reconciled to that. I
Yeah.
got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So faith is that whatever be the situation, whatever be the outcome, all are fine, all are good. Because there is force beyond me, is taking care of everything. Who am I to go and give some little bit of opinion here and there, including my life? Okay.
Okay.
That
Got
is
it.
faith.
Fine. The second question is, see, everybody has a blueprint for his life. Okay. Everybody.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, there is a situation where either you work towards making the blueprint happen, or you reconcile and you adjust your blueprint of life in the long term. Okay. There are only two options. Now, coming to that, nowadays one hears a lot of things about the universe, that if you really desire something, the universe will conspire to give it to you.
Correct.
So where does that come from? Is that possible? I mean, is it possible? Does it happen?
Okay. See, it is all possible, but there are different layers. There are different layers of it. So it also makes that which layer you are in, that determines the outcome. And certain level, it is impossible.
Okay.
But at another level, it is manifestation of your intention. Question is, which level you are in, based on that the outcome will be.
Okay.
And that change in the level directly depends upon your PEVF, or your energetic vibrational frequency, and the
Okay.
purity and clarity of it. You can attract anything. Your mind is very, very powerful. Okay. But only thing is, you should be focusing of only one thing continuously for say several minutes. It will manifest. Problem is, we cannot go to that level when we can stabilize our mind in one thought.
Correct.
Thought is always flowing.
Yeah.
So nearby, what we do is we repeat the same thought again and again, and assuming it is the same thought.
Okay.
Okay, that gives little bit better result.
Right.
Okay, but if you don't have any control over your mind, and it is mind is going here and there, and you wishing something will happen, it will never happen. You have not come to the level where you can attract or manifest anything. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so answer is yes and no based on which level you are working.
Yeah.
Why that, the at the highest level, like a big masters like a Jesus or something, they can instantly manifest anything. Just one touch, the leprosy gone, no, for 40 people.
Yeah. Yeah.
This kind of healing possible. Okay, because they are vibrating very high. Their manifestation is instantaneous. Some other lower level master, it may take few days, maybe few months. For
Yeah.
normal people, the positive minded people, it can be like few years. Possible. They keep on asking for one thing and keep on doing these things. Lot of persistency, same result will come after 2-3 years. Somebody is in negative territory. Negative means always negative thinking, jealous, hatred, and these things. It will never manifest. They're vibrationally, they are not conducive to manifest anything. Okay, so even the 10-20 years, nothing will happen. Their wishes will never be so-called granted. Okay. So that is the issue there. So it is all possible, but the thing is that depends upon the vibrational ability to manifest it.
Thank you.
Okay, God bless you. Okay, Jayanto, go ahead with your question. Jayanto?
Hello.
Yeah,
Actually,
yes, Jayanto.
What I understood, please correct me if I'm going wrong, that just do your best, have full faith in the divinity. If you deserve, the divine will give you. The divine is the best judge and best, whatever best for you, whatever you deserve, that the divine will give you. Just hope and have 100% faith in them, and that's the only way to success or to get anything. Nothing is in your control. Is this the thing I understood?
Not fully correct. Okay. First of all, is the divine is not judging you. Okay. It is other way around. We are judging the divine. Means universe is neither rewarding you nor punishing you. We are just giving you whatever vibrational you are asking. Okay, it understands only one language, the language of vibration. So if we are having some intention and a particular vibration, same vibration will get attracted. Like it is tuning a FM radio. If I tuned a particular station, I'll be able to listen to the program of the station. Same here. I will tune myself into certain things. That kind of elements will be coming to my life, whatever is matching with that kind of vibration. So success or failure, it again depends which level you are looking at it. If your ego is looking for a success, then you may or may not get it. Okay. But if you accept the truth that you are going through the phases of life and there is nothing called success and failure, it is all about experience of life, which is true. It was true yesterday, true today, it will be true tomorrow. Once you get that kind of mode, then success and failure doesn't matter. You are always a success because your path is always unique. It is not comparing to anyone else. So you are walking your own path. It will be true. Now also it is true. Eventually, tomorrow also it will be true too. You are always a success. It is of our misunderstanding that for success you have to do something else. That misunderstanding has to go. Then whatever comes in our life, we can appreciate it and move on with your life, go with the flow. So that is the successful life. The successful, so-called successful people, they don't live a different life. They live the same life, only they change their inner setup, the things, the way they experience things. So they change the setup, they're experiencing everything nice, they see goodness is everything. They feel grateful for everything, they appreciate the divine for everything. So the quality of life is changed already. Okay, so that is the fundamental difference. Otherwise, there is nothing called success and failure in life. Okay.
If by vibration, by Nirmal Kriya, we improve our vibration day by day, then getting result is more easier. Is it correct?
That's right. Yes. Result means whatever is soul's plan, that will be played well and the fast. Because we learn how to stop interference with our mind. So whatever will be in my life path, life plan, it will be automatically appearing in front of me. I'll just keep experiencing and moving on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay, Shoma, go ahead.
No, I got to partially answer to my question is that vibration, of course, like if one is positive, one's wishes may take more time to get fulfilled, but may happen. But how is it that a positive person can keep the vibration high, like keep it from falling? What is?
Yeah, no, those are the practices we need to do.
Okay.
It is like a water in a plate, in the open bowl or plate. It will keep evaporating.
Okay.
So if you keep topping up every day to maintain the height. So those maintain the level high. If we do practice regularly, it will keep on increasing.
So it's a constant endeavor to process.
Yes. Yeah. It is not a one-time thing. Yeah.
Otherwise, positivity can go down. I mean, even positivity for positive people go down.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, even it can changes with your mood.
Yes.
If you get angry, it will go down.
Yeah.
If you are, say, enjoying, say, good food, it will go up. Even with the time, your experiences, it will keep up and down. But if by these practices, if you maintain your base level high, then small variation will not make much difference. Like eating good food and having hit by a stone will not make much difference. It will be not a good experience, but it will not change dramatically. But if your base level is low, then that will be having big fluctuation in terms of your own basic level. So what the masters do, they keep on topping up at the level where this small thing doesn't matter. It becomes a small. But if you're a lower, it becomes a big thing. Like in a flow in the mountain river, if the flow is very less, even small stones can stop the flow. But if you are coming with a full, say rain happened on the mountain and full gush, the water comes, even the big boulders, it can move on and take its way. Same here. If your vibration is high, it is like that water coming with a high velocity and force. Whatever obstacle on the way, it will throw it out and make its way. Okay, but that needs to be maintained. If from source it is stopped, then slowly, like this water in the river, it will go and one day dry up.
It's a constant work. It's a work
regular,
on oneself.
Till you reach to a certain level where you need not to, then you will learn how without practice also you can maintain. Okay, suppose learning language, say English. Okay, if you come to expertise, then you can write a good poetry or something, a good drama or maybe a novel. Then you need to learn every day. You reach to a level where it will not change much. Masters are in that level. They need not to practice and read those things every day. But before you reach to that level, you need to practice daily, write something.
Okay, yeah, that is my second thing. So writing something and reading something nice also helps, right?
Yes. Yeah. So all these are practices, like these practices will make you, when you reach there, then you internalize that.
Okay.
Then you need not to do active, what is called practices. With a minimum practice, you need to know how you can maintain that level. Means whatever a spiritual seeker get effect after doing full say 5 rounds of 5 external mudra kriya,
Hmm.
the master just single breathing reach there.
Hmm.
Just one breath and connect it. So, but to come to that level, they need to do sadhana for some years to come to that level. That's what I'm saying. The effort will be less
Hmm.
because you raise your base level high.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Speshi.
Guruji, it is about this law of attraction. Before coming under your guidance, I had read the book Secret, and I read about this. But then, after coming under your guidance, I remembered that you gave an example where someone manifested a Mercedes and in his life, and then met with an accident in few days time. And after that, like, I have stopped this part because I think you gave this this understanding that law of attraction is something that we manifest from our mind level, subconscious mind level, and we may not know what is in our best interest. So it is better to go to
Leave it to our own soul consciousness. What is the best for me, let that happen. That is the way.
Yes. So mostly, like, I have stopped manifestations. Sometimes, like, if I want something, I get tempted and then I stop doing that. Once in a while, is it okay?
No, that's everything is fine. But what happened to the earlier expectations? That was got manifested or not?
I think I did not try much.
Okay, that's good.
Because it was not much before I came under your guidance that I got to know that.
No, that's fine. So, see, what happens is when we expect something, we go for a particular outcome. In spiritual terms, we call it that you are going to a sea with a small cup. Like whatever container you brought, that much you will get. But it is infinite source. Keep it open. Don't specify exactly what you want.
Yes,
okay,
correct.
keep it open. Just pray whatever in best interest, let that manifest. It will be. In fact, something happens other way around. If we are if we deserve something much, much higher, but you are looking for something small, then the small thing will appear. Okay, so better you leave it to that who knows everything. We don't know, most of the things. So with our limited understanding, whatever we ask, whatever thing, it may not be for our ultimate good. The example you have given, this particular car was not good for that particular person because his wish is granted, but at the same time, something else also came with it. Amputate of both the legs, that can be avoided if he leaves everything to the divine. If he says whatever is in the best interest, let that happen, okay, he may get something else, okay, then he could have saved his legs at least. Anyway, so that is all about having faith and surrender to the divine.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you. Yes, so I remember that I have tried and it did not work also.
Okay.
Yeah. And sometimes
we have a right to, experiment with everything.
And sometimes, Guruji, like, I try to give a timeline to it, and then things don't fall in the timeline, and then it results in disappointment.
Yes. Yeah. So better not to give, everything is, everything will happen at its divine time. That is the better we understand this truth, that will be good for us, to go further. But more we insist on a certain type of thing at a certain time, most likely will fail. Time part will definitely fail. That's my realization. Yeah, things will happen, but maybe some little different way or something or other, we will get it. But when best way is whatever we are getting, just keep appreciating. We'll attract more and more. Without demanding, I need this, I need that. So that is not get much. Okay.
Thank you, Guruji.
Right. Okay. God bless you. Okay. Okay. Vani, yes, go ahead.
Sorry, Guruji, only one question, quick one. For the you always say that there should not be any duality, right? I mean, there's no happiness, sadness versus positive, negative. So this is basically we won't find this duality when we have a high PEVF. Is that the way to approach the life?
Okay. Now, let me clarify one thing. There is no duality at soul level.
Okay.
Duality is there at the practical level, like
Okay.
lower level. Yeah. So duality is there. I'm not denying. Like, dislike, everything is there. But what you are asking, if we go higher in the vibration, whether duality will go away, answer is yes.
Okay.
But not because the way you mentioned.
Okay.
What will happen is, higher our vibration, our consciousness expands. Then we touch upon vibrationally will touch upon our soul consciousness. Then we operate from that.
Okay.
As we operate from soul consciousness, the duality will evaporate. Our approaching things will different. Lalitendra asked in the beginning, the change will basically happen because we'll operate from the higher dimension, our soul consciousness. And there is no duality there. So this approach will be completely different.
Okay. Got it. Thank you very much.
Okay. God bless you. All right. So let us go with our Kriya and meditation. I think not much time left, but we'll see whatever we can, we'll do that.